Okay, so let's continue the class. हेलो अक्षय, आवाज आ रही है? अक्षय,
यस सर, आ रही आवाज।
ओके,
हेलो।
हेलो। Okay, so just let's 2 minutes wait for some student if when then we will continue today class. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, share the screen and then we will continue our today class. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the MATLAB programming to solve load flow equation by Gauss-Seidel method. Okay, so various type of method exist for solve load flow equation, that is power flow equation in power system. Okay. So in which today we are going to discuss about the Gauss-Seidel method. So just we consider one example of power system with the help of Gauss-Seidel method. Okay. So we already covered. So today we are going to experiment number 4. That means MATLAB program to solve load flow equation by Gauss-Seidel method. Okay. So MATLAB program to solve the load flow equation by using the Gauss-Seidel method. Okay. By using the Gauss-Seidel method. So what is the aim of for this experiment? If we analyze the power flow equation by the Gauss-Seidel method, which are different type of method for solving the power flow equation? What are the different types of method for solving the power flow equation? Various type of method exist, na? Gauss-Seidel method, Newton-Raphson method, fast decouple method. So in theory class, we already covered that the Newton-Raphson, and today we are going to discuss Gauss-Seidel method, okay, with the programming. So aim of this experiment, what is the aim of this experiment? To find the load flow solution of the given power system using this particular method. Okay. If we are going to solve any power system by the Gauss-Seidel method, that means load flow analysis, of a power system. So aim of this experiment is to find the load flow solution of the given power system using the Gauss-Seidel method. Using the Gauss-Seidel method. So just allow some students are waiting. Using the Gauss-Seidel method. For one iteration, that the first iteration for one iteration and obtain the solution using the MATLAB. Okay. And obtain the solution using MATLAB. Okay. Using MATLAB. So this is the aim of the experiment. That means in any power system, we just use the Gauss-Seidel method and find out there for first iteration. That means if you consider here 4 number of bus system. Okay, bus number 1, bus number 2, bus number 3, and bus number 4. So this simple 4 bus system we consider here. So the problem you may be consider here just like for the simple power system shown in below figure, that means 4 number of buses system are shown here. So okay. So problem may be defined in such a manner that for the simple power system, shown in below figure, the generator are connected at all the 4 buses. The generator are connected to all 4 buses. All 4 buses, while the load are at some specified bus, while load are at bus number 2 and bus number 3. at bus number 2 and 3. Value of real and reactive power are listed in the below table. Okay. So value of real and reactive power are listed in below table. All buses other than the slack bus are PQ buses. Okay. All buses other than the slack bus are PQ type. Okay. PQ type. Assuming a flat voltage start, first we just explain the problem and then we try to solve this problem. Okay. So with the help of MATLAB. So, assuming a flat voltage start, flat voltage start, find the voltage and bus angle at the three buses. Find the voltage and bus angle and angle at the three buses at the end of first iteration. At the three buses at the end of first iteration. At the end of first iteration. Okay. Now here we consider the bus specification data. That means we consider that suppose that insert here one table, want to show here. So okay. So in table first here write the bus number. Okay. So bus number, and in second column is your PI in per unit. Okay. What is PI? What is PI? Anyone? Ajay? What is PI? And mention here QI per unit. Okay. So QI in per unit. VI in per unit. And remarks. Okay. What is PI and QI? Please tell me. PI QI क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है यहाँ पे? अजय? Deepak Kumar? Yes, please tell me what is the PI QI? PI QI VI क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? नहीं बोल रहे हो कोई? Here we consider 4 number of bus power system. Okay, bus number 1 and bus number 2, bus number 3 and bus number 4, and their interconnection are shown here. Okay, so PI, that means P represent for active power, I represent for ith bus. Okay, similarly QI represent the reactive power at the ith bus. Okay, and VI is your voltage of the ith bus. Okay. So, if we write P1, then what is the, where we can represent P1 and Q1, P2 and Q2. This is our bus number 1, bus number 2, bus number 3, bus number 4. Okay. In any power system, we already classified their types of buses. Okay. That means various type of buses can be exist in your real power system. But here we consider only 4 number of bus system. So in 4 number of bus system, if you see the statement of the problem, then you may find out that means the generator are to all 4 buses. Generator are connected to all 4 buses. Okay. Generator are connected to all 4 buses. 4 बस है यहाँ पे पावर सिस्टम, चारों बस से जनरेटर कनेक्टेड किया हुआ है. ठीक है. But load are not connected out of 4 buses. Okay. So all the 4 buses, only load are connected at bus number 2 and 3. Okay. So in any power system, we just choose one slack bus and other remaining maybe PQ buses or whatever maybe PV buses. We already explained their types of the buses. Okay. So what is a slack bus? We defined anyone? Slack bus में which parameters are known and which parameters are unknown? So in any power system, one bus considered as a slack bus. Okay. In slack bus, V and delta are known. Okay. V and delta are known, but active and reactive power are unknown. Have you remembered the definition of the types of buses? Akshay? Akshay Kumar? Have you remembered the types of buses definition? रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रहा है. अक्षय कुमार,
Yes, sir.
slack bus में which parameters are known and which parameters are unknown? Can you tell me?
The slack bus.
So if you consider bus number 1 as slack bus, okay. Bus number 1, if you consider slack bus, that means this one is your unknown. Reactive power is also unknown, and VI we consider as flat. Here you may find out that means the 3 buses for the first iteration. Okay, all the buses are the PQ buses. One bus we consider as a slack bus, and remaining 3 buses. That means bus number 2, bus number 3, and bus number 4 are just considered as a PQ buses. Okay, that means PQ buses may be also known as the load bus. Okay, so in slack bus, magnitude of voltage and phase angle are known to you. Okay, so this one we may be considered as some standard value, that is 1.04 at an angle of 0 degree. Okay, so at an angle of 0 degree. Okay, 0 degree. Okay, that means magnitude 1.04 and phase angle 0 degree. So this voltage is known as the slack bus. So in place of remark, we write down slack bus. Okay, and bus number 2 is your PQ buses. Here a statement you may be observed that by the load are connected 2 and 3, and all buses other than the slack bus, except slack bus, all other buses are PQ buses. That means P and Q are known to you. Okay, so P I, that means this one is represented for PI. That means if we represent for bus number 2, then we just write P2. That means active power at bus number 2. Similarly, reactive power at bus number 2 here. Okay. So active power at bus number 2 is your given to you 0.5. Okay. Reactive power given to you minus 0.2 in per unit. Okay. And this one are unknown for the. So this is your PQ bus. Okay. PQ bus. Similarly, bus number 3, at bus number 3, reactive power is given to you minus 1.0 per unit, and reactive power given to you 0.5, and reactive power is unknown to you. So this one is known as the, again similarly, PQ bus. PQ buses में कौन कौन से पैरामीटर नोन रहता है? Which parameters are known in PQ buses? Deepak? In PQ buses, or you may be said that load buses, that means active and reactive power are given to you, and magnitude of voltage and phase angle are known to you. Okay. So reactive power at bus number 4 given to you 0.3 per unit, and reactive power minus 0.1, and this one are unknown. So this is your PQ buses. Okay. So as we know that this slack in slack bus, P and Q are unknown. Magnitude of voltage and phase angle are given to you. You may be observed from this table. Slack bus, that is bus number 1, magnitude of voltage and phase angle are given to you. Okay, that means 1.04 at an angle of 0 degree. 0 degree. Okay, and active and reactive power at bus number 2, 3, and 4 are given to you 0.5 minus 0.2 minus 1, 0.5, and 0.3 minus 0.1. Okay, just now problem is completed. Have any problem with the statement of this numerical problem? The generator are connected to all 4 buses, but the load are connected at bus number 2 and 3. Value of reactive power and active power are given to you in this table format. Okay. One bus considered as a slack bus, and remaining 3 buses are as a PQ buses. Okay. So now just you try to solve this problem. And one more thing, see, given here, the Y bus admittance matrix. Okay. Y bus admittance matrix given to you for this system. So what is the order of Y bus admittance matrix for this system? For this system, what is the order of matrix for the admittance matrix? कितना ऑर्डर होगा मैट्रिक्स एडमिटेंस मैट्रिक्स का? ये तो बहुत पहले हम लोग डिस्कस कर चुके हैं ना, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ एडमिटेंस मैट्रिक्स और वाई बस मैट्रिक्स. The order of the admittance matrix or Y matrix is equal to the number of buses in this system. So in this system, given to you 4 number of buses. Okay, that means the order of the matrix is 4 into 4 of the admittance matrix. So admittance matrix parameter given to you may find out for any power flow equation solving numerical. Please just first step to formulate admittance matrix. Okay. First step is our to formulate admittance matrix, or maybe provide it to admittance matrix and further find out the other parameters. Okay. So admittance matrix for this system is given to you. How we can find out the admittance matrix? How we can find out the admittance matrix? We already discussed this in previous classes. Okay. So here admittance matrix parameter is given to you. This is a 4 bus system, so admittance matrix order is 4 into 4. Okay. So admittance matrix is given to you. That means Y bus admittance equal to C minus J9, C minus J9 second element is given to you minus 2 plus J6 minus 2 plus J6. Third element is given to you minus 1 plus J3 minus 1 plus J3. Y14 given to you 0. So Y21 given to you minus 2 plus J6 plus J6. Y22 is your 3.66 minus J11. Y23 is given to you minus 0.6 plus J2 and Y24 given to you minus 1 plus J3. Similarly, Y31 is equal to minus 1 plus J3 Y32 your minus 0.66 plus J2 Y33 given to you 3.66 minus J11 and Y34 given to you minus 2 plus J6 minus 2 plus J6. Similarly, Y41 given to you 0, Y42 given as minus 1 plus J3 and Y43 given as minus 2 plus J6 minus 2 plus J6 and Y44 given to 3 minus J9 3 minus J9. So this is the admittance matrix for this power system. How we can find out the admittance matrix? Have you remember? How we can find out the admittance matrix? I think we already solved some problems, some numerical based on the admittance matrix. Okay. So just you need to go for the previous class and just recover all these things. How we can just determine the admittance matrix. Since this is the transmission line parameter given to you, that means connection between the bus number 1 and bus number 2. Okay. If the impedance between the bus number 1 and 2 is given that some specified value, okay, and bus number 2 and bus number 4 are given, that is Z24, and bus number 2 and 3 are connected. So bus number impedance Z23 are given here some value. Bus number 1 and 3 is also connected. So Z13 is some numerical value. So from that numerical value, if given to you impedance form, transmission line parameters, then you just take the inverse of that impedance. Okay, that means admittance is nothing but the reciprocal of impedance. Okay. So if you want to find out y12, okay, small y12, so a small y12 equal to 1 by z12. Okay. So just find out a small y12 equal to 1 by z12, whatever the value given to z12, just take the reciprocal of that one and simplify by multiplying the complex conjugate of the impedance Z12 in numerator and denominator, then you will get the Y12, that means admittance between the buses 1 and 2. Similarly, you find out all the buses connected, that means Y24, Y23, Y34, Y13. Okay, and just put in the matrix form, that means Y11, Y12, Y13, Y14, and Y41. Okay. So you may be observe that the bus number 1 and bus number 4 are not connected to each other. Okay. Bus number 1, you simply maybe observe from this diagram, bus number 1 and bus number 4 are not connected to each other. Okay. So the Y14 is equal to 0. Okay. Y14 is equal to 0, and similarly Y41 is 0, because bus number 1 and 2 are not connected to each other. Okay. So Y14 as well Y41 is 0. If the buses are not connected between 2 and 4, that's why till Y14 is equal to 0 and Y41 equal to 0. Okay. Here Y11 is the summation of all the admittance matrix connected from bus 1. Okay. That means Y11 is equal to how much? Y11 equal to a small y12, since 1 and 2 are connected, and all these shunt branch connected at bus number 1 plus all the admittance connected at bus number 1, that means bus number 1 and 2 are connected. So y12 and y1 and 3 are connected. So a small y13. Okay. So if you write down here one step, that means y11 equal to y11 is equal to y0, that means shunt admittance connected at the bus number 1. Okay. So y0n or maybe y0n plus all these three admittance connected at bus number 1. Okay. So bus number 1 connected from bus number 2 and bus number 4. So y12 plus y13. Okay. y13. Since bus number 1 connected from 2 and 3, so and shunt admittance. So y11, this position, this one is your y11, this one is your y12, this one is your y13, this is your y14. So y11 equal to y0n plus y12 plus y13. Okay. All the summation of these three quantity is equal to the y11, that is equal to 3 minus j, 9. Okay. Similarly, you may find out y12, capital Y12, that means equal to the Y12, small y12, and Y21 is equal to minus of Y12. Okay, so minus Y of 1. So all the parameters you can find out and put in the matrix form here. All the parameters you may find out and just put in matrix form for the Y bus admittance matrix. Similarly, you may write here for Y22, Y33, Y44. Okay. So what is the value of y22? So that if you want to write y22, so y22 is equal to how much? Y0n plus y23. Bus 2 and 3 are connected. So plus y23. Y23 plus y24 since bus number 2 and 4 are connected. So y24. Is it not? So similarly, you will find out all the element for the admittance matrix. Hello.